Realistic and meaningful New Year resolutions.
You've done it again. It's New Year again, and you're ready to tackle another year head on, this time with a few resolutions in tow. You've written out your goals, made a plan, and are feeling pretty good about things. But then you remember that by this time next year, you'll probably have already given up on most of them. Sound familiar? If so, it might be time to rethink your New Year's resolutions. Instead of picking unrealistic goals that you're bound to give up on, why not try setting goals that are both realistic and meaningful? Below, we've put together a list of New Year's resolutions that fit this criteria for inspiration.
The benefits of goal setting.
It's hard to believe how time moves so fast. If you're like most people, you've probably been so busy that the time flew by. When you set goals, you give yourself a roadmap to follow and a destination to aim for. And when you achieve your goals, you not only feel a sense of accomplishment, but you also learn what works and what doesn't, which helps you set even bigger and better goals for the future. So if you're ready to make some changes, now is the time to set some goals and get to work on achieving them.
Finding specific goals for New Year.
So you're looking to set some resolutions for this new year. That's great. But before you can do that, you need to figure out what you want to achieve. And that's not always as easy as it sounds. Too often, people try to set general goals that are impossible to accomplish. They might say something like, I want to be happy or I want to be healthy. But what does that mean? Really? How can you measure your progress? A better approach is to be specific about what you want. Instead of saying, I want to be happy, try saying, I want to be happier this year. Instead of I want to be healthy, try I want to eat healthier and exercise more. These are goals that you can actually measure and work towards. When you're specific, your goals are more realistic and meaningful. They also provide a concrete target for your efforts, which can help keep you motivated throughout the year. So take some time to think about what you really want and then write them down.
Making resolutions and standards easier to achieve.
Okay, so you're probably wondering how to make your resolutions and standards easier to achieve. We've all been there. We set these lofty goals for ourselves, but we don't put in the work to make them happen. We get overwhelmed and then we eventually give up. But there is a solution to this problem. And it's actually quite simple. Break down your resolutions and standards into smaller, more manageable goals. Instead of saying, I want to be fit this year, try breaking that goal down into weekly or even daily goals. Maybe that means going for a walk every day or working out for half an hour each morning. Start by identifying what's important to you and what you want to achieve. Once you have that figured out, start brainstorming ways that you can make it happen. Be realistic with yourself and give yourself time to achieve your goals. Celebrate your successes along the way, and don't be too hard on yourself when you fall short sometimes. Just pick yourself up and keep going.
Setting health and wellness goals.
We all know that taking care of our health is important, but it can be hard to stick to it with all the other things we have going on in our lives. That's why it's so important to set realistic health and wellness goals for yourself this year. To start, think about what you'd like to achieve. Are there any habits you'd like to break or pick up? A weight loss target, a certain number of times you'd like to exercise each week. Having a goal is a great first step. Then, put together a plan for success. Create a schedule and come up with activities you enjoy doing so you can stick with it. Start small and remember that if one thing doesn't work out, don't be afraid to try something else. Don't forget to reward yourself when you reach milestones. Every little victory counts. Setting realistic health and wellness goals for this year can help make a big difference in your overall well-being. So make sure to take the time for yourself. Your body will thank you for it.
Finances and money habits to focus on.
Let's talk finances and money habits. With the economy in a state of uncertainty, one of the most powerful New Year resolutions you can make this year is to improve your financial literacy. Here are a few simple tips that you can consider. Learn how to budget. Budgeting should be the first step to understanding your financial picture. Create a budget that works for you and stick to it. It's also important to leave some room so that you have money left over at the end of each month. Start an emergency fund. This is critical in case of any unexpected financial emergencies. Put aside a certain amount every month and watch your savings grow. Invest in yourself. Investing in experiences, such as learning a new skill or getting an education, can pay dividends down the road. An investment in yourself could prove invaluable for your future career prospects. By following these tips, not only will you be doing yourself a favor by taking control of your finances, but also by taking steps to secure your financial future.
Creating meaningful connections and enjoying life.
Life is too short in this fast-paced world to put off spending quality time with your loved ones. A meaningful New Year resolution this year could be to focus on building meaningful connections and enjoy life at the same time. Take a step back from the digital world and make plans for quality time with family, friends, and even coworkers. You can even start small by making an effort to answer messages in a timely manner or scheduling phone calls with friends you don't see often. Personally, I make an effort to host people at my home or plan activities with my friends that involve being outdoors rather than being stuck indoors due to COVID-19 restrictions. Everyone needs some form of human connection, so why not make it a priority for next year? You can also try volunteering or finding ways to give back to your community as you connect with more people around you. Try something new and use it as a way of challenging yourself while also enjoying life.
Creating plans for vacations and other activities.
Let's move away from the personal goals and think a bit bigger. The world is opening up again, and we now have the freedom to do all kinds of activities, such as going on vacations and exploring. So why not make a plan for this coming year? Having something to look forward to can be very motivating, and it'll also help you commit to any resolutions you make. Do some research on possible places you can travel to and sites you can visit in the upcoming year. Come up with a feasible budget that fits your lifestyle and start planning out exactly what you want your getaway to look like: flights, lodging, meals, excursions, etc. If you have friends or family who also want to come along for the ride, that's even better. In addition to traveling, here are a few other activities you could plan for: camping trips, attending live concerts, engaging in meaningful conversations with people from different backgrounds, enrolling in courses or workshops, trying out different cuisines, engaging in sports or outdoor activities like kayaking or hiking, spending more time with family and friends. The opportunities are endless.
In summary, these are some realistic and meaningful resolutions to set for yourself. By realistically assessing your situation and making resolutions that genuinely reflect your goals, you will be setting yourself up for success. Remember, it's important to be patient and take things one step at a time. Achieving your goals is a process, and it's important to celebrate your progress along the way. Thank you for watching my channel. Please subscribe. Happy New Year!